All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game. Excitement? Well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Daddy, 825! Check 55, Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 15, check 15. Joker.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Complete. Smith has it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown! A big play there. 81 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, box truck.
I'm there, baby. I'm there. 58 to the line.
Regular.
Get him.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Grady Jarrett. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the NFC strikes quickly for 6. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively, if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And an alley to run. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Bryce Love, 32 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Here's Ryan. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield now. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
50, 180, 58, right there.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. The kick by Lambo is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Ryan. He's going deep for Brown, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Ryan, and he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense. Work, and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Man, we gotta get the stop here, D.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37. Yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Here we go.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
First down.
Here we go. 90, ball.
Run. He's telling you, right.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, NFC. A 5-yard touchdown. And the NFC adds on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
You ain't doing nothing with that. You ain't doing. Hurry!
58, come on.
Point it right. Watch.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You draw Porkers. Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Here we go. 18.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 13 yards out. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready. 50, plant.
Cut. Check nickel.
Snap.
A first down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is caught. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Second and 1. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but now it's third and goal. They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on third and goal? They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Punching it in from a yard away. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Noah Fant, 75 yards. And the AFC able to cut into the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pick.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. This is Hunt on the draw play. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They go play action. Mayfield. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Love. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run again with Hunt. Finding some room at midfield. 34 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down. It's Hunt, and he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Rosas good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Line 54. Let's get the ball.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
I got you, son. Right there. 54, right there.
Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
I'm coming.
Hey! Real.
Hey, check, Mike.
Hey! Wahoo!
21. Watch the run.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Leo!
Now it's Barkley. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs, and have that relentless. Keep going.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Geno Atkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll set up the throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well. First down, Mayfield. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Our home team 42. Visitors 17.
52 right here. 52. Regular. I smell Buzz.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check, point it right.
Mike 21, it's coming this way. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check.
King.
Twist. Smooth. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I got you. Hey, check.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle is going to be made at the NFC's 24-yard line. Mayfield on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
Got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Run.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Hey, zoom.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We got this.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey,
180.
check Mike 21. Watch the run.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. This is the tight end fan. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it with Love. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And it is gobbled up by the NFC. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
55. Double dog. That's the way. Check. Let's go.
On 1st down, Barkley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Fresno.
Bam. Now.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Zach Ertz, 26 yards. And the NFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6. And, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will have a touchdown.
I have to believe. Believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25
The offense for the AFC set to go now.
Don't get nervous. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 26.
Now it's the backup Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Mahomes firing complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, kill. 26.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, what's the delay?
47.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm coming.
26.
Prescott from the gun. He's got Fuller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Under.
Keep going, boys, moving. Hey, check Mike 21.
26.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the slant.
Look, squeeze.
Check.
Hard.
Flare, alert, flare.
Defense.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position.
Every day, any day.
26.
First down, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Check, 154. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Gonna give it to Love. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the AFC able to cut into the lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And it is gobbled up by the NFC. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.